The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Good evening, Broncos. You are here with Eric Tirado.
And Ryan Locker.
And we are getting prepared for tonight's matchup. It will be the 4-0 Lake Wales Highlanders versus the 2-2 Davenport Broncos. What do you expect to see tonight, Ryan?
I expect to see great plays from Aiden in the offense tonight. I hope to see a couple of touchdowns by Carl Jean-Bart or any other of the other receivers. And I also expect our defense to make plays as well, including interceptions.
Of course, this is going to be a very hard-fought game. If you remember last year against this team, it was a very disappointing defeat by a lot. And you expect to see a huge bounce back here. Of course, the Broncos will receive the ball here. I expect the offense to not go for many deep balls this game. They have to go to their progressions if they want to have any momentum on the offensive side. And the defense is having to play a very hard game tonight. It's going to be definitely their hardest game of the season. We'll see if they break or they bend.
That is correct. We do hope to see a W from tonight's game and hopefully a lot more from it.
Well, a W isn't exactly expected here tonight. We are definitely the underdogs in this challenge, but we will not back down. And the game is due to start at any moment now.
I agree. The kick will be kicked here shortly. And the game is on.
The ball is not picked up.
Whistle blown. Play is called dead, or are they going to re-kick?
I believe it is going to be a re-kick. The play was called dead.
Lake Wales is to kick off once more.
Whistle is blown here. The kickoff will happen at any moment now.
And the game is now officially underway.
A deep kick. It seems like it's going to be a touch. No, it stops at the 6.
They run it back. They're going by.
They do attempt to, and he gets tackled at about the 15. A beautiful kickoff there from the special teams of Lake Wales.
That is right. I agree. They had a great form of the kick, and they had a great return effort by the Broncos, but Lake Wales had them stuffed.
Yeah, it seems like the ball was going to become a touchback, but the ball just stopped rolling. It's great for Lake Wales, and it's going to be bad field position for the Davenport offense to start this game.
Yeah. At around the 15-yard line.
We'll see what we do here, but Davenport is known to run the ball often on 1st and 10 when the drive begins.
That's right, but it does not seem so at this starting point in the drive.
We're definitely looking for a short passing game.
Yeah.
Our wide receivers are very capable, but we do not need to force anything. 1st and 10.
Ball is snapped.
And a short pass.
It is
beautiful.
caught.
Good catch, and it's about a 5-yard gain. That's exactly what you want to see out of Davenport starting early in this game.
That is true. I definitely will agree with you there. We do need to see some short gain of yards to hopefully make up for the first down, and then hopefully bring ourselves downfield for a score.
It's going to be 2nd and about 7 here.
Same formation.
Ball snapped. And it's going to be a running play from Aiden down the middle. He gets a minimal gain there. They read it well.
Oh, and there was a late hit, but it seems like they will not call it.
All right, no flag. It's going to be 3rd and medium. 3rd and about 5. And you have to believe that Lake Wales is expecting Aiden to run the ball a good amount.
That is true. Because, as you said before, we are a running team most of the time.
Absolutely, and Aiden is a very athletic quarterback capable of running the ball at any moment, so they will be prepared for that.
That is true.
3rd and medium, excuse me, you're going to see probably a passing play in this situation. That's probably what you want to see.
It did look like on the last play earlier that he gained a minimum of at least 2 to 3 yards.
Third and medium. Empty backfield. A motion.
Motion.
It's a short pass. It seemed as if it was a screen pass there. Got no yards out of it, and it's going to be a 4th down. Broncos will be forced to punt the ball. But I honestly do like the game plan that the Broncos have, starting early.
Starting early, we did not run the ball. That it was something that we did not expect.
Of course, there's no issue with running the ball here, but you like to see the passing game get active, and you love to see the attempts. You see that there's nothing getting rushed, nothing getting forced, but let's see what the defense does here.
I do agree. Punt team is now setting up. Dante to kick.
A good punt there.
Lake Wales receives number
Caught by the-
17.
Caught, and he runs to the right.
To the
And he
right.
runs to the right. There's
And
great
he is
blocking.
going right down
There's
the
great
field.
blocking. He cuts inside, and it gets tackled at about the 25 there.
I do agree. I do see
Get
it was about the 25
They get
yard line.
amazing field position there.
They sure do. That is something that the Broncos do not want to see at this moment in time.
Of course, we do see that our red zone defense is very capable.
They sure are. They do have a lot of hope and a lot of spirit.
Unfortunately, but you could not blame the special teams there. They were in a bad position. They started off poorly with the great kickoff from Lake Wales. So now Lake Wales starts at about the 25.
Agreed.
It seems like the ball's going to be lined up at the 23. We see Lake Wales are a dual threat team. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball, and we'll see how Davenport prepares for it.
They are a
First
very
and
big
10,
threat.
they're going to throw. Over the shoulder pass, and it's caught. It's going to be a
Caught for
touchdown.
A touchdown by the Lake Wales Highlanders.
Beautifully placed ball there by the quarterback of Lake Wales, and it's going to be a touchdown first play. Unfortunate to see there.
And it was the first play of their opening drive. The Broncos did not want to see that one.
You did not want to see that from the corner getting, I wouldn't want to say dusted, but the wide receiver definitely got some space on him, and the quarterback placed the ball beautifully. This is a top 5 ranked school in the state for a reason.
That's why. That is, I agree with you there.
We knew it was not going to come easy, and they're going to kick the extra point.
Almost blocked, but number 98.
Ooh, and Lake Wales offense starts early.
7-0.
We have to see how Davenport is going to bounce back from this. One thing you got to see, the silver lining, at least the defense did not have to waste a ton of energy.
They sure did not. The Lake Wales special teams is now on the field.
And now Davenport's on the field, receiving the ball.
Once more.
We scored 7-0, 3 minutes elapsed in this game.
Whistle blown. Lake Wales kicks off once more.
Another deep kickoff,
And
and
it
it
is
rolls
out of
in
bounds.
the out of bounds.
Oh, and
That's
there's a flag on the play.
I believe the flag was for the kickoff being out of bounds,
There's also a
which
flag.
means that the ball is going to start at the 40.
The Broncos offense is now on the field.
That was best case scenario for the Broncos, in my opinion, since the ball went out of bounds on the kickoff. They start at about the 40-yard line, which is decent field position here.
That is indeed decent field
And-
position. I will agree with you there.
Yeah, and with their game plan that they're going with, you could see some points. You could see some big plays here coming out of Davenport.
That is true. The Broncos are huddled up and ready to get the play from Aiden George.
I apologize for my mistake. The ball will be spotted at the 35. First and 10, again, an empty backfield. They have not been putting the running backs back there.
Yeah, they have not.
First and 10, there's going to be a
Motion.
motion by the wide receiver, number 16. The line crumbles, and it's a good catch.
By Carl Jean Bart, number 5.
It's a good catch, but they do not gain. It's a loss on the play. Aiden had to step back out of the pocket because the O-line crumbled very quickly, and he cannot get a good gain there. It's second down.
Around the 30, it seems.
They lose yardage there. Maybe this is where they start to throw the ball a little deeper.
I hope so. And I hope that the wide receivers can bring it on in, too.
But, of course, we know the main issue on this offense, the offensive line and the quarterback have not been able to mesh together at points.
We have seen that before.
Second down in about 15. Of course, an empty backfield.
Ball is snapped.
It's going to be a short pass.
It is
Nearly
thrown.
intercepted there. Not a great pass. It seems like it was batted at the line of scrimmage.
Sure does. Defense getting ready to go back on the field.
So it's going to be third and very long. Of course, we're going to see a deep ball here. Unless they want to minimize the damage for this drive.
Agreed.
And the Lake Wells defense are showing early what they can do.
They have. Both on offense and defense, including their special teams.
Yeah, this seems like a very well-rounded team.
It does.
But we need to match that energy. Of course, empty backfield.
3rd and 15.
Wait, I can't tell if it was a false start or an offsides there. They try to draw them.
It is a
Offsides.
false start on the offense. About say a 10-yard penalty.
What
I
a
would say.
shame. You can tell that the Davenport offense was attempting to draw him offsides, but one of the linemen jumped. Maybe he did not get the call.
He probably did not. It is now a 3rd and 20.
The backfield is still empty. I don't think that they're going to try and do damage control for this drive.
Seems like they will not.
I think they will go for the first down here. It's going to be a very long gain.
Motion.
Push my number 16 to be exact. It's going to be a scramble to the left side. He's throwing it
He's
to
wide
number
open.
16 on the
But
scramble.
he is knocked down.
Could not get a ton of yardage there. Gets about 5 yards. It's going to be 4th and 15. They are forced to punt again.
And the punt team is on the field.
It's very clear they have to stay very vigilant on this. Number 17 can return the ball.
He sure can. He did give them great field position the last time he got the ball. Let's see if the Broncos can hold them down just a few yards. Dante to kick.
The returners are lined up at about the 44. It seems like it's not going to be called.
Oh, it's been
Oh! Oh
I don't know who
my
has
goodness!
it, but it might be the Broncos
It was
football.
muffed. It was muffed. Let's see who got it.
It is the Lake Wales ball.
Oh, it is Lakewell's ball. It was muffed. Honestly,
That was
it was surprising that Lakewell's even attempted to catch that ball, but they muffed it, and Davenport was vigilant, but they could not land on it.
I agree. That was very close. The Broncos almost had that.
That would have been their first spark of momentum all game.
It would have.
And it would have been in our own field position, but the defense is gonna go on the field now.
Agreed.
We couldn't see much of them on the first drive because it was one play, but we'll see what they do here.
We sure will. It was only one play, but we seem to have better yardage than the last time. First and 10.
It's gonna be a running
Run.
play. Oh,
Almost
the quarterback!
The quarterback
No,
is running it,
oh,
but
and
it's
the
whistled
whistle,
dead.
the whistle is blown. Thankfully for Davenport, it was gonna look ugly there.
It was.
At first, no one really expected the quarterback to run that
But
ball.
it is a penalty on the defense, though. Still first down.
You know, some penalties are necessary. It seemed like everyone thought the running back took that ball at first.
At first. Including me.
But again, that just shows that you cannot mess with this Lake Wales offense. They are dual threats. They can run it and throw it.
It does. They sure can.
And not just the running back, the quarterback can run the ball as well. It's going to be at the 48, it's 1st and 5.
I'm sure that play that was whistled dead showed the defense what they could also do, so it might give them an advantage.
Oh, and they run the ball again. But this time with the running back, and he pushes for a 1st down.
The quarterback was hit at the end during the play.
Yeah, it seemed like the defensive end was not ready for the quarterback to run that again, so
Yeah.
he just straight up destroyed him in the backfield. No call, though.
Yeah,
It's
no
gonna
call.
it's going to be a 1st down for Lake Wales.
Yep.
There's one running back in the backfield.
Motion by number 1.
He motions back. It's going to be a passing play.
He is scrambling to the outside. He has to throw it away, and it is not caught by number 17.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a throwaway. The pocket was collapsing. You'd like to see that from the Davenport defensive line.
Ball was intended for Cornelius Purdy.
As you saw, there's only been 6 minutes played in this game, but Cornelius Purdy, number 17 on Lake Wales, has been very active.
He sure has, on special teams and on offense.
Yeah, you have to watch out. You have to watch out for him. But we're seeing good defense here from Davenport, bar the penalty.
That is true. I do agree with that one.
Both teams headed back onto the field for the 2nd and 10.
Defense is ready for this game. I'm sure that they are. Practice has been really great for them.
It seems like Lake Wales is going for the same formation.
Might even be the same play, if that.
Yeah, 4 wide receivers ready. And there's going to be a motion. It's
And
going
it
to
is
be
now
handoff to 17.
Broncos are there.
Oh,
but he's not able to
and he
make it.
ran
He
past
goes
all
all
of
the way
them.
out.
It's going to be a touchdown.
By number 17, Cornelius Purdy.
Purdy. He's been getting active all game. He seems like he's Lake Wales star boy.
He seems to be the one and only target for them on offense and on special teams.
Well, unfortunately, they have not been able to stop him yet.
Not yet. We might be able to stop him here in the next 3 quarters.
And it seems like the quarterback also has a lot of trust in Cornelius Purdy as well.
He sure
As you
does.
saw when he threw the ball away, it was still intended for Cornelius.
It was.
It's going to be an extra point. Attempt to make the score 14-0 for Lake Wales.
That is true.
It was a bad hold, but he managed to get the kick off. It is 14-0.
There was an extra player that was running on the field. I'm not sure if they needed 11 or they had 10 on the field, but
I would assume that there was 10 on the field because no flag was called.
yeah, he thankfully ran out there in time.
5:35 left in the first quarter. It is 14-0 Lake Wales. They are getting it started early.
They sure are.
You do not want to see these signs, the signs from last year for Davenport.
We do not. This is a very tough team, and we need to be tough against them as well.
It's Lake Wales to kick off. And as you see from the first two, they kick off the ball very well.
They sure do. It seems that they are redoing the play, I think. Oh, it probably because of the 10 men on the field.
So it seems like they're going to retry the extra point.
As I predicted, 10 men on the field by the offense.
Maybe that's why the hold was messed up a little bit.
It seems so. Fiddling with the formation. The kick is now off. Extra
Oh,
point
it is blocked! Oh, they can't return it. The ball's called dead, but it's good defense there from the special teams.
Score is now 0-13.
That's good defense that you see from Davenport there. You want to see that consistently.
We sure do, and it seems like the defense is now getting it together.
If you want to say the star unit right now for Davenport, it has to be the defensive line. They've been very vigilant on the ball. They're ready for the runs.
They sure are.
And many members of the defensive line were there to block that extra point.
They sure were. They sure were.
Kickoff here by number 39 on Lake Wills.
Ball's off.
It's going to be a very catchable ball this
time. Is now caught. Blockers.
Blockers fall down. It's going to attempt to be returned.
He's still on his
still
feet.
Up.
He's still going forward for forward progress. Still going.
Oh my God! Good push from
down.
Davenport there.
They are down at about the 30-yard line.
He couldn't find that one last gap, but he evaded many tackles there.
He sure did.
To get them decent field position at about the 33.
The Lake Wales defense is ready to be on the field and playing.
Now, do you see Davenport utilizing the run game a little bit more this drive?
We most likely will possibly see that. But instead,
again,
the same formation is being pulled on the field.
They insist on an empty backfield here.
They sure do. Well, we might see a motion play. Motion by number 16.
You were correct. There was a motion by the same player, number 16, on
Aiden
Davenport. It's a
scrambles.
scramble to the
He's
left.
running.
He seems like he's going to run it.
He's going to run it. He is.
For minimal gain. It seems like a lot of times when Aiden attempts to run the ball, he doesn't look for his targets beforehand.
It seems like the Lake Wales defense are covering their targets pretty well.
Yeah, you want to see Aiden be less of a runner and more of a scrambler. And what I mean by that is when he runs out of the pocket, he attempts to find his receivers.
That is true.
It's going to be 2nd and 6, it seems. So one thing you see with Davenport here, now that they constantly go for an empty backfield, you see that they're changing their strategy, and that's what you like to see. You like to see them adjust to the game plan.
Looks like a blitz, maybe. Motion by number 16 once again.
It's going to be a scramble to the right this time.
Ball is thrown. It is not going to anybody.
Number 14 was decently open there, but he could not get the ball off. You can tell that his first read was number 16, but he couldn't get the ball there.
He couldn't. He should have looked at 14.
I believe he attempted to, but he could not find anybody there.
Yes.
So it's going to be 3rd and 6.
That seems so.
You want to see the ball be able to go to the other wide receivers when the first read is not there.
That is true.
They've been running a lot of motion with number 16.
Number 7 is out of the huddle early and ready to catch the ball.
So we'll see if they change up here. No running backs in the backfield.
Motion by number 16 once more.
They're not changing much.
He
just throws it away. It hit the ground first.
It was in the backfield, so
yeah.
It was a great job by number 2 to get the ball.
Yeah, he backed up very, very early into that play. The offensive line just could not hold at all there.
Yes.
And Aiden couldn't find anybody. He did not want to throw a deep, risk that interception. So it seems like it's going to be another punt here from the Broncos.
Seems to be.
And a punt is what it's going to be.
That is true. We did.
It seems like 17 is back there to return. Not a very welcoming sight.
Yep. And number 17 will be blocking.
He'll be blocking for this one.
But
He's
they
right. Oh,
are out.
he made a few tackles, but he's on the outside. He seems like he's going to get
Still
tackled
going.
soon.
He
And
is now
that's-
tackled by the 44-yard line. 43, my bad.
That was a great punt there from Davenport, and great defense to stop him before he can pass the 50.
That is true.
This gives the defense a lot of space to stop a touchdown or stop a score in general. That's what you'd love to see from the special teams.
Sure do. Including punt team.
First and 10 for Lake Wales at the 43. They haven't changed their formation a lot either.
They sure have not. Motion by number 17. Ball is thrown.
Oh,
15 has it.
It went
He's
right
out,
through
but
the-
he's now down at least the 45.
It went right through the defender's hands. Well, not really, but he attempted to swat the ball. He could not reach it in time, and it's going to be a minimal gain for Lake Wales.
It sure is.
He read it well, but he was not fast enough.
He sure did.
It was Ormond there attempting to swat.
Armand Barabino. Motion again by 17. Ball snapped.
It's going
It's
to be a
now
running
gonna
play
be a
from the
run-
quarterback.
The quarterback has the
Again,
ball.
they weren't ready for it. Number 17 is there to block.
And he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, he ran outside. Didn't attempt to get any more yards there. The quarterback there, Bryson Levidiotis, maybe wanted a better block there from 17, but no matter, they get the first down. Get about 30 yards on that play.
Yes.
First down and 10 at their own 40, Lake Wales.
Ball snapped. Quarterback almost sacked.
He goes
He's
on the
throwing
middle.
it, but the ball is now
Oh
on
my
the
goodness.
ground. If the receiver had
If
not
you saw
stopped,
that, the receiver just completely stopped there, did not look for the ball.
he thought the play was dead.
That's something that is definitely going to be talked about on film when they get back.
It sure will. I'm sure the conversation will be pretty bad.
Yeah, you never want to see your player just give up on the play before the whistle is blown.
I do.
But nevertheless, it is a 2nd and 10 for Lake Wales.
I do agree. 3:01 left in the first.
The score is 13-0, Lake Wales. It's going to be a
Another-
run play there.
By the running back this time and not the QB. He will be stuffed, and he will gain at least a yard.
The offensive line is pushing very well when it comes to runs.
We
but
now have a third down. This is the first third down that we've brought upon Lake Wales.
it does show that the defense is continuing to get active. They're not breaking just yet. So it's going to be 3rd and medium for Lake Wales. We'll see what they do here. Running back in the backfield. Motion by number 1. To the right side.
Quarterback sneaks.
It scrambles to the right.
He throws it.
It looks for a pass
It
down the
is-
middle, but it seems like number 57 was not looking for the ball there.
Seems that 57's their tight end. He wasn't looking for the ball, and the ball was completely out of range.
That's 2 times now where the receiver just was not looking for the football.
But let's see if they bring their punt team out. And I don't think that they will.
Yeah, I mean, in this level of play, you're not going to see the punt team within the 40.
Probably not. Especially with Lake Wales being on the team that we're going against.
So it's going to be 4th and medium. The defense needs to get a stop here. It's going to be a throwing play. And he
Almost
drops the
picked
ball.
off.
Number 15 drops the ball, and it was almost picked off.
Broncos football
That's good defense there.
and bad offense by Lake Wales.
Yeah, the receivers looked incredibly bad there for Lake Wales on that drive.
Manulik Johnson is hyped up.
He's hyped up, but he could have gotten the interception there.
He could have, but still. We still stop Lake Wales.
That's going to stop. We stopped them on 4th down, so we get decent field position at about the 34.
Same formation once more. 1st and 10 by the Broncos.
They seem to like the progress that they're making with this formation.
They seem to be. They're getting at least minimum yardage.
But they need to get it more often. They need to convert on for 1st down.
They do. And they got to probably change up the play with number 16 doing motion. Number 5 wide open.
Oh, good
he goes down
move.
the field. Jukes down.
Good juke move to about the 45. Oh, my goodness. An amazing play.
By Carl Jean Bart.
Amazing play by Carl Jean Bart. We know he is the wide receiver 1 for this football team. And when they need him to make a play, he's going to do it.
Final 2 minutes of the 1st quarter. And that is a 1st down by the Broncos.
Aiden puts all his trust into Carl. When he needs a play to get made, Carl's going to make that play.
He does, including the O-line. They did really well on that play for the blocking.
You also like to see the ball get out early.
Sure do. It looks like now that the DB is now up there to press.
Seems like the receiver is nearly past the line of scrimmage, if anything.
Agreed.
He's got
He
drop
gets out
back.
again.
He's running down the middle.
Aiden's going to have to run again, but he's
Oh,
sacked.
my goodness. Glad that he held on to the ball there. He ran down the middle. It seemed like the best play to make there, but the defense, again, was ready. It seems like they have a spy there waiting for Aiden to run the ball.
Seems so. The linebacker saw him in time just to go and get him.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10. The run got no gain. We have yet to see any of the running backs on the field for Davenport.
We have yet to see one in the backfield as well. They do like the formation that they have. Ball is snapped.
Oh, it seems like he tried to scramble to the left. He couldn't
Running
see it,
again.
so he ran.
But there's forward progress on the field there.
He did a smart play there and falling down. He saw a defender right in front of him, understood his balance, and he fell down with the ball. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
It is.
As you saw at the start of that play, he attempted to scramble left, but the defense was already there covering it.
They were.
So he could not find much else.
But it was a good job by the O-line at that moment.
It seems like the quarter is about to end.
It does.
I don't think another play will be ran. And that's exactly what's going to happen. It is 13-0 Lake Wales by the end of the 1st quarter.
Broncos ball on 3rd down.
Both teams get back on the field. It is 3rd and 8. Start of the 2nd quarter. 13-0 for Lake Wales.
12 minutes for the 2nd quarter.
You do like what you're seeing through Davenport here with their offensive game plan, but you need a few yards here to convert on this 1st down to really get it going.
You sure do. We are now switching sides on the field, going down the way that we just came.
Aiden seems very far behind the offensive line here. You wonder if that's a good thing. And now he steps back. 3rd and 7 here, neither 1st down.
3rd and 7.
It seems like both corners are playing off. And he throws it deep and
no one is
throws
there.
it to absolutely nobody.
He threw to a ghost.
Yeah, you have to ask yourself, what was the target there from Aiden?
Yeah. punt team is now running to the field.
Very confusing play there. I generally couldn't have told you the target for that play.
I could not either.
And it didn't seem like the defensive line was rushing him in any way either.
No, they sure were not.
Very hard play to explain, but nevertheless it is 4th down here. But they're in their own territory, so it's interesting to see what they might do.
It is.
It seems like they were going to punt.
They sure are.
Trying to pin Lake Wales far back in their own territory. The punt is off. Great punt.
He's down.
And he drops it again! He drops it again! Oh my goodness!
Seems like the Broncos have the ball.
Did he really muff it again? Waiting for the call here.
Oh, Lake Wales ball again.
Again.
They keep getting the ball.
I'll tell you what, the punter is very smart in punting it to the same man. He muffed the ball twice.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, again, the Davenport couldn't come up with it. That would have put him in amazing field position.
It would have.
Put him in a position to score a touchdown. But instead, the ball's going to be at the 19. Lake Wales is going to have bad field position.
Very bad field position. Let's hope the defense can hold them up for another 3 and out.
This might be where Lake Wales could get a little risky. Might try the deep ball here.
They might try. This is where we need our DBs to be on the receivers.
Or maybe the opposite. Maybe they don't want to give up the deep ball.
True.
So the DBs are far back. It's going to be a
He's gonna
running
run
play
by
from the quarterback.
He gets down, and he is down.
He gets tackled right before the first down marker. It's going to be a 2nd and 2.
He's at least gained 7 yards from that play.
Yeah, the quarterback scrambling has been very efficient for Lake Wales here.
It sure is. Our defense needs to notice it a lot earlier.
2nd down and 3. It was a 7-yard pickup. Lake Wales at the 26. The running back ready to run.
Ball's not handed off,
And
but
it's
it's a
not
pass
handed off.
play.
It's a passing play,
Wide
number
open,
3.
and he is down.
And he gets down. It seems like it's going to be a 1st down here for Lake Wales. Smart play. Smart play there.
It seems to be. The chains will move for another 1st down by the Highlanders.
Yeah, it seems like the Highlanders do respect the Davenport Broncos defense. They don't want to do anything too insane.
Yes.
So he sticks to the fundamentals. It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 30. As you see, the defensive backs are not pressing the receivers.
Ball is this time handed off.
Oh,
and he is
hand out down the
outside.
middle. Running back with speed.
He
And
is
he bounces
breaking all
to the
those
left.
tackles,
Oh,
going out.
my goodness. Oh, and he spins off. Oh, my goodness. What an amazing play for the Lake
He
Wales
is
running
down
back.
by the 25-yard line. What a run by the Lake Wales Highlanders.
That was explosive speed right there.
And he broke all those tackles.
He hardly had to break any tackles. He ran past all of them.
No, he didn't have to break any tackles whatsoever. He just broke ankles.
So it's going to be near the Lake Wales red zone again.
It sure is.
Oh my goodness, an amazing run there from the running back. Let's see if they continue running the ball. It's going to be a short pass, swing
He
to
does
11.
not catch it.
Who does not catch it?
He has very slippery hands, it seems.
Yeah,
by
the
number 11.
receivers have not seemed very nimble for Lake Wales.
The ball was intended for Messiah Marlowe.
Second down and about 10. Lake Wales in great position. The wide receiver is still playing zone. I will tell you that we are in a nickel formation.
They sure are.
It's
Ball
going to
is
be a
now
run
handed
down the
off.
middle again, but the tackle is made.
They are ready. The Broncos are ready.
It's going to be short of a first down.
It seems to be.
3rd and 5. Good defense there from the defensive line of the Broncos.
3rd and 5. This seems like deja vu.
You're right.
We had them here before.
And you would love to see another stop from Davenport.
But I'm sure that they will not go 3 and out, and they will stay on the field for the 4th down if we can convert.
Oh, absolutely. They're not going to kick the field goal from this part of the field. And they're most definitely not going to punt. So you're definitely going to see 2 more plays. If they get it, it's going to be a deep
wide open.
Wide open, bro.
It is caught, but let's see if he made it in. It is not.
Not in.
He is not in bounds for the touchdown.
The quarterback put a little too much English on it, a little too much run. It was right past the end zone.
Too much English.
Too much English, too much mustard, however you want to call it. He put too much on it.
I mean, the English all the way in Britain are not that bad. I mean, the ball was on the money, but he just needed to have it in bounds.
To be fair, too much English is more of a basketball term, if anything. But it does signify that the ball was, that there's too much power under it.
That is true. Even though that they are not in season yet.
4th and 5 here for Lake Wales. Of course, you're going to expect a throwing play here. Oh,
ball is whistled dead. Penalty, it seems.
It seemed like someone jumped.
False start, maybe? It is on the offense.
Oh, it was going to be a timeout. That's why the play was whistled dead. It's 8:42 in the second quarter. It's still 13-0 Lake Wales.
Defense is now back on the field. Seems like they did not need much time for the game plan.
Lake Wales still developing a game plan. It is a 4th down. They need a conversion here, or the ball goes back to Davenport.
That is true.
And now they're back on the field.
Seems like they got their play ready.
The Broncos need a stop here. They want to stay in this game. They want to stay competitive. It's going to be a drop back. It could be a sack. Short pass.
It is almost caught, but it is not going to be caught.
Good defense there.
Good defense.
Great defense from number 6. It's Junior Jimenez, Giovanni Jimenez. We could see he's very active on defense.
He really is for a good safety. The ball was intended for number 11 once more, Messiah Marlowe.
Of course, but the free safety did not let that slide.
They sure didn't.
I do have insight. He did say that he was going to get a pick this game.
He did.
He wanted a great call out of me.
Yeah, he did. He seems to want that pick very badly.
But, of course, being very active on defense helps a lot as well.
It does. Offense is now ready.
No need to be a ball hawk if you're getting stops, right?
Agreed.
It's going to be 1st down at about the 20-yard line of the backfield once again. It's going to be 3 receivers on the left side. It's going to be trips.
Seems like that the Broncos tried to trick the Highlanders. Seems like they didn't fall for it. Ball is snapped.
Oh, it's a great pass here.
By number 12.
There you go. He put a lot of zip on that ball. It's going to be a 1st down here. Or maybe just short of the sticks.
Yes.
Nope, it is. It's going to be a 1st down.
Confirmed.
Great route there from the receiver. Great throw from the quarterback. That's what you love to see.
Indeed.
It seemed like number 1 limped a little bit.
It did.
But it's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 35.
Seems like they're doing the same thing again by the Broncos. Trying to trick the Highlanders into jumping to gain some yardage.
Again, 3 receivers on the left side.
Ball is being thrown. It's thrown and is out of bounds.
You do like seeing Aiden look at that side of the field, though. He has 3 receivers there.
Number 12 seemed to have been getting wide open there.
Yeah. Sometimes Aiden is forced to rush the throw, but on that play specifically, the offensive line gave him enough time. Maybe he could have saw 12 there.
He could have.
But he wanted to find the short target. He's been very active on the short pass today. 2nd and 10. And I can't help but to notice it seems like that Lake Wales only have 3 men on their D line. They have a 3-man rush.
Seems to be.
We should make Aiden feel less inclined to throw the ball faster.
With 2 linebackers as well.
The linebacker's
Ball is
leg
gonna be
rushing.
thrown.
It's going to be a
Deep
deep ball.
It's Carl Jean Bart, but it cannot be there. He is not there to catch the ball. It's now going to be bringing up 3rd down.
The ball is overthrown by Aiden. You don't want to see that trend occur for this game. Most notably, in the first game of the season against Haines City, Aiden was very frustrated because he overthrew the ball a lot. You do not want to see that happen again.
We do not. We want to be on the money every time.
3rd and 10 here for Davenport after the 1st and 10 throw from Aiden. They don't want to give this ball back so easily. Receivers on both sides now. There are actually 3 receivers on the right side.
We're in trips. Ball is being quickly thrown.
Down
and
the
is
middle.
almost picked off by
Nearly
the defense.
picked off. The ball was thrown very hard. Slipped right through the receiver's hands. It's going to be 4th and 10.
I can tell from experience he is a very hard thrower.
Maybe he didn't have to put that much English on it to get the ball to number 2.
Yes.
But it's 4th and 10.
English is an understatement.
He put a lot of power behind that throw.
I'll agree. He did.
Seems like the punt team is out now.
They sure are.
Got 14 going to the right side of the field.
Might be doing that one motion that I've seen them do for the past couple of drives. He is going to do that.
It's going to be a punt regardless here.
High snap. Ball is kicked by Dante.
Good punt.
Ball is not going to be there. It is
It
picked
seems
up.
like number 10 lost confidence in attempting to return it.
Yeah.
After 2 muffs, what else can you expect?
Yes.
It's going to be Lake Wales ball at about the 40. Now, as you've seen, Davenport defense has stopped Lake Wales 2 times in a row, and you like to see them get that active against a top 5 school in the state.
We sure do.
It's very, very impressive there, but if the offense can't connect, we've seen that the games can get pretty ugly.
Yes. What is the referee doing? I'm not unsure what's going on, but the ball is being spotted.
It seems like there was a flag on the play. And it seems like they're redoing it. Still for 4th down.
Seems to be.
Maybe Lake Wales want to return this time.
Seems like they will.
But it was a flag on Davenport.
Let's see if we can kick further down so they cannot catch the ball.
It was a low snap this time. Oh, and it's a bad punt there, unfortunately. And it went out of bounds at about
The 50.
less than that. I think maybe the 40, 45. It was a bad punt there. You don't see that often.
We don't see that often. We got to work on our kicking.
Very unfortunate punt there, but it gives Lake Wales a short field. We'll see if the defense could hold.
We have a lot of pride in our defense. And we have our coach over there hitting everyone's helmet, getting them hyped up.
Both teams are lined up. It is a 1st and 10. Again, the formations do not change very often. It's going to be a motion by number 17 again.
It's going to be thrown. He's going
like
in.
He
Seems like
wanted someone
the
there, but he
QB's
can't
gonna
find
have to throw,
it, and he
but
scrambled.
He can't find it. He has to throw it away.
A bounce. He definitely wanted a throw there. Yeah, you can tell that he wanted to scramble there, but he also wanted to get the ball off, and he couldn't, so he threw the ball away. It's 2nd and 10.
.6:36 to go in the second quarter.
You can see a lot of incomplete passes here from Lake Wales, which shows testament to the defensive backs definitely getting their game up. It's going to be a run
by
here.
the quarterback, but the defense reads it very well.
Beautiful read. Beautiful read by number 11.
And great dance by him as well.
Beautiful read there. It's going to be 3rd and like 15. Great defense there from the defensive line and the defensive backs now. It seems like the defense has a lot of momentum coming into this. 3rd and 15. All receivers running
thrown.
deep. Oh, it's a deep ball way overthrown.
Way overthrown. It will be an incomplete
It seemed
pass.
like he thought the receiver was going to run the go, but it was more of a slant, more of a curl. It's going to be a timeout on the field on the 4th and 15.
on the Davenport High School website. Again, if you have any further questions, head on down to the concession stand and find Miss Madden. She'll have all the answers for you. Also, attention to all of our local crafters. We're looking for vendors to purchase spots for our craft show here at DHS. You can purchase your spots on the Davenport website. They were selling the spots for vendors, one for $25, or you can get two for $40. Again, any further questions, see Miss Madden down to the concession stand.
We are back.
It's going to be 4th and 15. It seems, well, I'd assume that Lake Wales is going to punt here.
Their quarterback is back on the field, but it seems like they will not be punting. They seem to be a team that will not punt the ball.
You know, what it looks like here, it seems like they do respect the defense of Davenport, but not as much the offense.
Scrambling.
They want a deep ball here, scrambles to the left, couldn't find anything. It's a good tackle there, and they're going to get stopped.
It is. Another stop. This is the second sack this drive, and another stop for Broncos.
And the Broncos are going to get the ball back at exactly midfield. The offense has to give them something to respect here.
Yes. And the defense for the Broncos is not a defense to be messed with whatsoever.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No excuses.
And it seems like Lake Wales has been taking them for an understatement.
So you do love to see the performance from Davenport here, but of course you need some points on the board.
Yes. And the Highlanders seem to be taking our defense for granted.
1st and 10 at midfield. Formation not changing.
Yeah. Ball snap. Pass
He
thrown.
throws it to the right now.
Oh! Ball
blown
was picked up, though. I didn't think he caught that.
Oh, the pass was complete.
I did not think he caught that ball.
But he did it. It's a gain of about 5. You saw one of the receivers on the right side get
Yes.
popped.
He got popped. That was a big hit by the DB.
Second about 5. This is the small gains that you want to see. Doesn't matter how fast they score as long as the points get on the board. Aiden far back for the ball again.
Ball is snapped. Has time.
That's
Ball
how
is
it is.
off.
Default now, and he catches it. Good catch
for a touchdown.
Beautiful ball from Aiden.
Carl Jean Bart has the touchdown.
That's the momentum the offense needed. You love to see that.
We needed that against Wales.
Oh my goodness, the ball was placed perfectly, and Carl ran it and caught it for a touchdown. It is 13-6, waiting the extra point.
Aiden had a lot of time in the backfield to make that pass.
You can see when the offensive line and the quarterback connect for this team, beautiful things can happen. He just has to take his time in the pocket.
Yes, and the defense and the offense for Lake Wales have taken us for granted.
And they utilized Lake Wales having a 3-man D line as an advantage
They
to
sure
get a
have.
little bit more time.
Indeed.
And weighing the extra point, it's going to be a 13-7 game. It seems like someone jumped there, though.
Seems to be.
Flag is on the play.
It is on the defense.
It is on the defense. The defense did jump.
They sure did.
They're getting jittery. They're getting jittery. Can you imagine? I don't want to spark it into existence yet. I do not want to jinx myself.
Me neither. We all done.
All I can say is that it was a good play.
I can say the same.
Oh,
not good.
It's blocked, but there's another flag on the field.
It could be on the defense.
Awaiting the signal? Excuse me.
Seems like we're going to re-kick again.
Oh, and it was on the defense here.
Another.
Wasn't the
We
defense
get
here?
another attempt at redemption.
Of course, you can trust the defense at any point when it comes to this team. But when the offense starts lighting it up, not much can stop us.
Nothing. Nothing can stop us. I don't want to jinx myself either.
Don't get too confident.
I don't try to be. This is the third time that we're kicking this ball.
Third time's a charm, they say.
That is true. And it is proven
Oh.
correct. Third time is the charm.
What's weird, they touched the ball, but the ball still went up the uprights.
Yes.
13-7 Davenport with all the momentum.
And we were right. Third times was the charm.
And if you noticed, the ball, we started to stop them from scoring when we neutralized number 17.
We sure did.
I believe that he hasn't had a single reception since the 10-minute mark of the second quarter.
Agreed.
And I believe they have not scored since then.
Their offense has not been back on the
Actually,
field.
they haven't scored once this entire second quarter.
Not yet. Broncos up to kick. 4:28 in the second quarter. 7-13.
A good kickoff there.
Picked up by number 18.
Oh,
going.
and it seems like he's going to get a good return out of it.
Not
Well,
so much,
not
but
so
he's
much.
bound
You're right.
about the 40-yard line.
Still half decent field position.
37-yard line, I mean.
It's going to be first down for the Highlanders. The defense getting back on the field. With that spark of energy from the offense, do you see the defense playing harder here?
Most likely, I can see them playing much harder than what they did last drive.
despite the score, the Lake Wales doesn't decide to change it up in the backfield, but it seems that they put 3 wide receivers on the right this time. And he scrambles to the left, and he passes it
caught.
to number 17.
It's
Breaks the
going out.
tackle.
It's going straight down midfield.
Oh, they can't make the
They
tackle.
can't
He
make
spins
it.
off.
Spins off. Breaks
Number
another few
17, a
tackles.
one-play touchdown.
Once again.
Oh, my goodness. Cornelius Purdy. You cannot let the man get active.
He is their most dangerous man on offense.
And it is very clear when you let him get active that bad things happen. Unfortunately, it's going to be a touchdown for Lake Wales.
Indeed.
Oh, man, and we were just talking about it.
We were. I think we might have jinxed it.
Yeah. Should have brought it up. My apologies. It is
Oh,
19-7, barring extra point.
It is all right. 3:40 left in the first quarter.
Of course, Davenport still has a lot of time to score.
We do have another 2 quarters remaining, too.
Oh, they're going for 2 here, and they get it pretty easily.
They do. And they get back the point that they lost a couple of drives ago.
Which, honestly, is pretty disappointing. Our 2-point conversion defense, I don't think that any team has scored on us all year in the 2-point conversion. I think that is the first time.
Yep.
Or maybe the second time.
Most likely.
The second time, excuse me.
Yes.
So it is 21-7 with 3:40 left on the clock. Let's see if the offense picks up where they left off.
We need a great return by Carl Jean Bart on special teams.
Here's one thing you can say about Davenport, though. They have definitely shown a lot of improvement since the start of the season and a lot of improvement since last year.
We are even making really good improvements right now against Lake Wales. Are we or are we not?
Of course we are.
Whistle blown. And the kick is off. Great
A
kick.
line drive kickoff,
Caught.
and he catches it.
It is caught. Call to return. He misses, breaks a couple of
Oh,
tackles,
breaks a couple of tackles there.
but is down by the 20-yard line.
That's what you like to see, especially when there was no real blocking there, but he still returned it a good amount.
Not so great field position there, but we can definitely make it up.
I was more impressed by the catch there.
I was.
It was a line drive.
Caught it behind himself, too. Almost like he was running like that play that he got the touchdown in. Carl did break ankles on that one play where he scored.
It's going to be 1st and 10, lined up at about the 20. Not great field position. They do love to put 3 wide receivers on the left side. The corners do not press.
We have not put the running back in the backfield once whatsoever so far.
Oh, and it
Deep
throws
pass
another
again,
deep ball, and it's
wide
taken
open.
on target.
He has it.
A beautiful catch.
Amazing catch by
Carl.
Carl Jean Bart
Oh my
once again.
goodness.
He broke away from the DB again. Take him out of the field.
He caught it in stride there.
I'm pretty sure that the coaches on the Lake Wales side are like, get him out of there.
Well, it's not easy to cover him.
It is not.
I'll tell you that.
He can be very elusive.
Maybe the corners will begin to play press in this situation. Maybe it will help, but it's a 1st down at midfield again.
But you never know.
They scored from this position last time.
They did. We're at least 2 yards short of midfield like we were last time. Motion.
Number 16 again. He scrambles to the left
Scrambles.
side.
Pass is not maybe
Intercepted by number 1. It's oh, there's
going
a flag
down.
on the field.
It is a pick six.
It is a pick 6 if the call stands.
Another flag has been thrown on the field.
3
A third
flags.
flag. There are 3 flags
Hey,
on the
something
field.
bad must have happened. Every single referee in the game saw it.
Every single one.
Oh, it seems like the call's going to be on the defense, negating the
Seems
pick
like
6.
that the pick 6 is not going to be for them.
Oof. It seems like the ball bounced out of the wide receiver's hands and bounced right into number one's.
It does.
But the referees are discussing.
Yes.
But I do assume that it was on the defense.
I do too.
Or at least that was the sign that the field judge made.
Seems like it was on the defense. It was. I believe it was on the defense, though. Our offense is still on the field.
3 flags down, though. It seems like every single referee caught it. I don't
There's-
understand what the...
There's only 3 of them that caught it. The other one's just standing there. They're still discussing. This is
Maybe
taking
it was a bad penalty.
probably a couple of different penalties. All right, we'll see. Holding. Defense. Oh. Defense. Roughing the passer on the defense.
Oh my... So it was multiple penalties on the defense
Holding
there.
and roughing the passer.
It seems like they declined the holding call there, accepted the roughing the passer call.
But we will take that penalty, and we will have the ball back in our hands.
One thing about Aiden, you don't want to see him throw the ball incredibly hard on short passes.
Yep. It is still first down.
Of course, you don't want to see that happen again. Stressful moment there for Davenport's offense.
Yes, and I believe the pass that was picked off was intended for number 16.
I don't believe. I think I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was
that it was
intended
meant
for
for
him.
16.
I'm pretty sure it was, but it bounced off
It
of
did
his
bounce
hands.
out of his hands, yeah.
He needs to work on them.
First down and 10 for Davenport there. It didn't seem like they gained any yardage off of that.
Seems like we did, because I know he's yelling.
I believe the ball was at the 52 before, wasn't it?
I think.
Oh,
it
no,
was.
they stepped forward now. I
Now
apologize
it's
for my
now it's
mistake.
going. Now we are moving up, and it will
It
move
seems like
the
it's going to be
chains,
15 yards.
and it will be able to move the chains.
Yeah. So I apologize for the confusion there. The ball has just not been moved yet. But they do get 15 yards off the roughing the passer call.
We are now on the 37-yard line, and we are now in Highlander territory.
Let's see what they do here. But it seems like they're more successful when they don't utilize the running game too
We
much.
did get very lucky on that last play there. Ball is snapped.
Oh, it's
Has
going to be a
time.
beautiful pass,
Pass, but
and he
it's not
drops
caught.
it. That's a rarity there.
It is. It'll now be 2nd and 10.
Very, very unfortunate drop there, but they still have life. It's only 2nd down.
They sure do. 2:19 to go in the first half.
Great
7 to
pass.
21.
Great pass for Aiden, though.
7 to 21.
That's exactly the type of pass you want to see him make.
Yes. But the receivers need to execute and catch the ball.
It seems like the receivers on both teams, bar Cornelius Purdy and Carl, have not been playing too well.
They have not, but they are main targets of each offense.
Of course, so if anything, you do want to see them get active if you're a Lake Wales or a Davenport.
You sure do. Ball is
And now the
by
ball is
Carl
dropped
G.
by
Bart.
Carl G.
Breaks
Bart. He
another
breaks
tackle.
another- Oh
Making his
my
way down.
goodness! Oh my goodness!
And then
What a beautiful juke move from Carl.
A beautiful one, and it does make the chains move for a first down.
I'm sorry. That was just hard to believe. He took a step back with another defender on his right side, and he went between both of them.
That was devious.
And he got another 20 yards off of it. First down.
We are showing signs of aggression against this entire
People
defense.
say that Aiden does target Carl a lot, but you have to give him the benefit of the
You have
doubt
to
there
give
when
him
he can
credit.
make plays like that.
You have to give him some credit, including the O-line. They did really well with the
Yes,
blocking.
and the offensive line is playing very well today.
Yes, you have to give them credit too. They're making sure that this does happen.
This is something that maybe not a lot of people expected.
No, not even our teacher.
First down and 10.
1st and 10. Pass.
Oh, he
no!
dropped it! Oh my my goodness, that seemed like it was going to be nearly a touchdown, definitely within the 10.
But there's a flag.
Oh, there's a flag
Aiden was down. It seems like it might be another roughing the passer. It is a roughing the passer call against the defense. Another 15-yarder.
You do definitely want to see that pass get completed, though.
We do. Automatic first down for the Broncos. It will seem to move the chains.
It will put them, I believe, within the 10.
It will. We are now even deeper in Highlander territory.
And what's strange here is even though we're within the own 10, I don't think we're going to utilize the running game at all.
Yeah. We might be just using the passing game right now.
Unless Aiden wants to run the ball, of course.
Yes. There might be some times where we will have to run the ball. We are having a first and goal.
There's just over 2 minutes left in the first half here.
A lot can happen in 2 minutes.
Yep. Davenport does want to score here, make it a one-possession game before the half ends.
Yes.
And they're in good position to do so.
All right.
Trips will be on the right side.
Lined up.
2 men on the left, including Carl Jean Bart.
Seems like a timeout was called
here,
by the
which
Broncos.
is a very smart timeout here. Not a lot of time left
I did notice
in the half.
I did notice that Aiden kept looking back at the coaches for the play. It seems like he was not able to figure out what the play was, including the receivers.
Good eyes there.
So they're going to have to discuss this to figure out what the play was.
Of course, you definitely want to be very sure about what you're going to do on this drive. You have to, and you have to end it off with points.
Indeed. Either 7 or 6. Or even 3.
Tonight is our middle school game night, so we'll have a performance on the field that you don't want to miss. Make sure to stick around at halftime. Also, when you have an opportunity, head on down to the concession stand as well. Grab a bite. Watch it with Rick down there. Stay hydrated.
All right. The offense for Davenport is on the field.
And the defense for the Highlanders are back as well. Log in.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Davenport. Or 1st and goal, excuse me.
Indeed. Seems like that everyone knows what the play is now. And we are more confident on what routes to run.
As you can see, there's another DB on the left
We
side
are in
here.
trips.
Yep,
it
there.
seems.
And now there's a motion by
Motion
Carl
by
here.
Carl. Ball snapped.
Oh, and it
Aiden
is going
runs
to be
to
a right
the
play by
outside,
Aiden.
but he gets a couple of yards.
You expected him to bounce out on the outside there, but he didn't. He wanted to cut inside, and the entire defense was there. Got only a few yards in his 2nd and goal still.
Me being honest, I thought he would be at least throwing the ball to someone who would be open for the touchdown.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a trick play with Motion and Carl.
Yes.
The defense did not expect what was going to happen,
They did not.
but they were ready for it when they saw it.
He did get forward progress there.
If, let's say it goes to a 4th down, do you expect Davenport to go for it?
We might see them do that.
But it seems like they're attempting to run the rest of the clock out here, not giving Lake
Seems to
Wales
be.
time to score.
Whatsoever. Including what we saw earlier with that pick 6. Another motion, but Carl will stay on
Number
that
2
side.
now.
Aiden's running.
Oh, now he's running on the
inside,
middle, and he
and
got
he is
tackled
tackled.
again. You wonder if they're going to call a timeout here, or they're just going to continue to let the clock run.
They might. A timeout was called.
And the Broncos will call another timeout, and that'll start the clock with 37 ticks left on the clock.
As you can see, they do definitely not want to give Lake Wales any time to score if they're not able to.
Whatsoever. We do have at least 2 plays left at our disposal. We need to at least score on this one.
It's very strange considering the fact that they definitely wanted to run when they got into the red zone,
They sure did.
but they did not want to utilize any running backs.
Not whatsoever.
It makes you wonder what happened in those team practices.
Yes. We should be running at least 2-minute drill right now.
Well, we'll see if they go through the air here on this next play.
Most likely.
But
We
you're
ne-
probably going to see a scramble. Aiden has been scrambling in the red zone this entire game.
He has. We at least need the O-line also needs to do their assignments as
Stuff.
well.
Yeah.
Offense is now back on the field. Receivers following suit.
And the Lake Wales defense is back on the field. There's only one man on both players on the left side. You wonder if Aiden's going to throw in that direction. Put
Seems
some
like
trust.
There won't be any motion play.
Put some trust on number 5 or number 2. We'll see here.
There is no motion. Ball is called. He goes.
And he does!
Touchdown!
Touchdown! I told you!
Let's go!
I told you!
It is caught by Carl G. Bart once more.
I told you had to read it. There was only one man on the left
You
side.
have to read it.
Usually, when Lake Wales was in this position with number 5 on the left side, they'd put another DB there just to be safe, but they didn't. And Aiden saw that, and he took advantage of it.
That's right. We still have a game.
It was a game this entire first half. It's a one-possession game.
It has always been a one-possession game ever since.
Part of the extra point is 21-13. Beautiful, beautiful play there from Carl and Aiden. Got the ball directly where it needed to be. Great catch. And the extra
Kick is
point
good.
is good. It's 14-21. Oh, my goodness. Who would have thought? We're keeping this game close.
And I have said before that they needed to score a touchdown on that third down play, or we would have had to
One thing
score.
Davenport does have to do, though, is get a stop before the half. They cannot let them score any more points. Go into the locker room with some momentum.
Yes. And Coach George will definitely be giving a great speech to our fellow Broncos.
And let's think about it. 2 plays from Lake Wales were one-play touchdowns, 2 drives.
Yes.
And Barlow's, you'd be in the lead. So if we just stop the big plays, who knows what the score would be right now?
Yes. It could be even 14-7 maybe.
With us winning.
Yes.
But of course, they're not going to think about hypotheticals. They're trying to get the job done right now.
Agreed. Kick is off. It is not going to be caught, but but it's picked up by number 1.
They need to get the tackle here, and they
got
do.
the tackle. Just short of the 35, it seems.
25 seconds left. You cannot let Lake Wales put any points on the board before the half ends.
25 seconds on the money.
You might see the DBs back up a little bit more.
We will.
Might be in a prevent defense.
Seems like they will have at least time for a couple of plays. We just need to hold them here.
Yeah, I don't believe they're going to be in any cover defenses. Well, they might. They also do not want the short pass. We have seen the players on Lake Wales are very good after the catch.
Handoff.
Handoff in the run. The run gets a few yards. It is 2nd and 5.
Seems like he gets at least 5 yards or
with
4.
the timeout called.
By the Lake Wales. Highlanders, indeed.
18 seconds to go. You need the stop here.
We really do. It is indeed 2nd down, though. 18 seconds on the money.
Second and 5. You need to stop here. It's going to be a
play.
throwing play.
It's going straight to number 10.
Oh, my
DBs
goodness.
are on him. And he stiff-armed him.
But he got no extra yardage off of it, so can it really be considered a stiff arm? Not in my eyes.
Possibly, but I don't think so. First down.
In my eyes, I would call it a tackle. I always believe that when someone stiff arms a player and gets no extra yardage off of it, then what was the point?
Probably slammed him. Probably. Or in basketball, slam dunk.
1st and 10. He got the 5 yards needed to get the first down here.
Yes.
And he ran out of bounds, which stopped the clock.
11 minutes and not
11
minutes.
is a great one.
11 seconds, I mean. 11 seconds, 0.7.
He's going to step back to pass.
He has a lot of time.
Getting the deep ball there. Number 6 needs to find it.
It is not
broken up.
It is broken up with 4 for 4
Hey,
seconds left on the
He
clock.
definitely wanted that interception there.
He did.
It is Giovanni Jimenez with the pass breakup.
You know what I have noticed? We still haven't gotten our interception since the last game.
No, Giovanni Jimenez, he wanted it there, but he got the pass breakup. And
Yes.
he definitely did not want that catch to get converted. Beautiful defense from both DBs there.
Agreed. 4.2 seconds left on the clock. There's at least time for one more play from this Lake Wales offense.
So definitely you expect them to be in a more of a prevent defense here. Maybe push the defensive backs a little bit more.
Yes,
It's closer to the end zone.
indeed.
That's what they're doing.
Ball
The
is
defensive
snapped.
backs are really
He's
far
going
behind.
to the outside, gonna throw. It is a deep ball again, possibly a pick. It is
And
almost
it's
picked off.
And it's
no good.
Halftime 21-14, but in my opinion, Davenport has all the momentum.
14-21, the Broncos. We have a game.
Welcome back to the start of the second half of this game. It is 21-14 Lake Wales. Lake Wales is going to start off with the ball here. What do you expect to see in the second half?
I expect to see more from the offense and the defense tonight from the Broncos and the Highlanders.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very competitive game. Lake Wales is definitely not going to stop putting their foot on the gas. They do not like the result that's happening right now, but Davenport does. And with the momentum coming out of the first half,
And they kick the ball outside.
and it's going to start at the 40.
With a
Like I
flag.
was saying, they definitely have the momentum coming out of the first half to see if they can utilize it on defense right now.
Indeed.
And again, the flag was on a kickoff
Seems
out of
like
bounds.
we
it's
are
gonna start at the
re-kicking.
35. Oh, I apologize. Again, it's going to be a re-kick.
This happened in the first half.
It is going to be a re-kick, which is a good thing because they would have started with great field position in the first half. I apologize. That was the mad delay. All right. And the first half is now off.
Great kick
second
by
half, excuse
Dante. Number 19
It was
picks
a
the
kick.
ball up and scoops it up. He's
At the
going
about
out
the
there.
15, the blocking is there. He
There's
runs
no
to the
block.
right side. He needs
He
a tackle.
He stiff-armed him. It
Oh,
throws him down.
my goodness.
There's a flag there. Seems like
It might be
roughing.
an unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary, it seems.
But I don't think it was very unnecessary at all. It was a great tackle there by
We
number
needed that.
14.
We needed that. I will say we needed that. Let's see what the penalty is. Seems like a roughing by the kicking team, of course.
So it was by the kicking team there, which
Personal foul.
so it was a personal foul on the kicking team, which gives them better field position. But we'll see what the defense does here.
We will see.
Of course, the defense of Davenport runs a nickel.
Yes. That personal foul. I can't spell. That personal foul penalty is going to bring the Highlanders up a good 15 yards.
Brutal, brutal flag there against Davenport. Formation
Ball
doesn't
is
change.
snapped. It's
Oh, he tosses
lateral.
it to his running back
Lateral.
there. And
He
he
gets
bounces
out.
to the right, and
He's going
and he
down
gets
once
tackled,
again.
Gets no gain of yardage, and the Davenport defense is hyped up.
They are hyped up tonight. This is what you want to see for the Davenport Broncos.
Yeah, the momentum has not stopped.
That's what it means to be a Bronco. And it seems like the tackle was made by Ormad Barabino.
second down and 10. It was no loss, no gain on that tossing play.
Ball snapped.
And now he's
Quick
there's
pass.
a short pass
Wide
to number
open.
1.
Going down. He gets the
Oh, he
first down,
breaks
but
the
breaks
tackle
down.
for 1. It seems
They're
like he's going to
going
get a
down.
touchdown here.
He is
Oh!
stopped just short.
My goodness, a beautiful play from the DB, but also, of course, a beautiful play from number 1. It's going to be Dakari Smith.
It is.
But it was a beautiful play there to
Now-
track the ball down.
And now we need to hold them here once more.
In
For
the
at
red
least-
zone, we've done it before. We need to see it again.
We need to hold them here for at least a field goal.
It seemed like it was going to be a free touchdown there until getting tracked.
It did. Ball is ready. It is snapped. It is a run play.
Down
and
the
he
middle,
is stuffed.
it is stuffed immediately. No gain of yardage there. The defensive line has been off of its rocker this game.
Rocker.
Is that another new one for you?
Yeah, that's a new one. That's a new one.
Means they're playing out of their mind.
That's crazy. I mean, we do ball out here in Davenport.
That one actually wasn't a basketball term. It was a general term.
I was about to say, is that another basketball term
No.
of yours?
It is second down and goal.
Ball snapped.
Well,
It's not
the
a-
running
it's
back
gonna be
has the
running.
ball,
He's
and they get
tripped
the
up.
tackle again.
Again, they are stopping him at the line.
The Davenport red zone defense doing what
They're at about the 4-yard line. We need to hold them here for this play.
it is not going to be easy, though. Again, Lake Wales is the 4th highest ranked team in the state. It is not easy.
That is true. It will not be that easy, but we need a hope. And plus, our defense is very hyped up right now. We also need
Third
to
down
watch,
and 5.
We also need to watch out for number 17.
It's
It's gonna be a run,
play.
But they stop him.
He tries to spin off of it, and they get the tackle.
He goes backyards instead of forward progress.
It seems like they're going to go for it here, or they might kick the field goal, but that's amazing defense.
I don't see number 5 exiting the field, except he's getting a play from his coach.
4th and goal, they're going to go for it. They need the stop here. Beautiful red zone defense. They
Indeed.
need the stop. You wonder, what are they going to do in this situation?
I wonder.
But the entire defense looks ready. Let's see what happens. 4th and goal.
Ball is snapped. It's
It's
a
going to be a
pass.
passing play.
It's no good.
Oh, badly thrown there. It's going to be Davenport's ball and another red zone stop.
It is no good. The Broncos are going to take over the ball.
The team is getting active. Let's see if the offense could take over. Another stop here in the red zone. Talk about clutch ball.
Indeed. We needed that.
One bad thing you have to say, though, we are in terrible field position.
Well, we go first down at about 5 here.
First down at the 5.
Indeed. The number of Carl Jean Bart as well.
You might see a run here. They have to get out of their own end zone. They cannot allow safety. And
Oh,
a jump.
And
It's
the D-line,
offside.
It's an offsides. Seems like we got him.
Beautiful play.
Seems like we got him with the color.
This is just so exciting to see from our team.
Indeed.
Moving up to the 10, first and 5.
So it's going to be a 1st and 5 now, which effectively at least gets them out of the end zone for now.
Indeed.
Beautiful, beautiful play call there.
Very good.
1st and 5 here.
Poorly read by the defense on that last play.
They're doing singles on the right. It seems like the play is
Whistle
called dead.
dead.
It might be a false start, which would be very unfortunate.
Looks like,
Oh,
I don't know, but I think there's like a
I
certain
s-
number of players on the field that weren't supposed to be on the field. Oh!
oh, first down Broncos. It was on the defense.
Again! We're taking penalties like cake. Oh, encroachment penalty by the Highlanders. That would give us at least a first down.
So it's going to be a first down and 10. Now we're really out of the end zone here.
Oh, Lord. It's raining.
It seems like the rain is just starting to fall down.
It sure does. And you know what we like down here in the ranch? A good old-fashioned rain game.
Now let's see. That's a motion by 16. It's going to be a scramble to the right side. He looks for his receiver now, and he drops it.
And he dropped it.
Listen. One thing about Davenport, they love playing in the trenches. Davenport love to play in the trenches here, so this is really their territory. It's 2nd and 10. Of course, it is a light drizzle here, not too harsh of rain.
Not yet.
Don't jinx it. 2nd and 10 here. He throws it to Carl. Let's see if he can make a move here.
Made a move.
And he does, and he's still in bounds.
He goes out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. Or the 30. I would say the 30.
This guy's no joke.
He is not.
It seems like it's going to be a first down here. Beautiful, beautiful move.
He's able to move the chains.
When it's tossed on a screen pass, he can get that extra yardage for you.
Indeed, it is tossed down to Carl Jean Bart. He's a very dangerous receiver.
So it's going to be another first down here, pushing the ball forward.
Indeed. It's going to be a pass play. Intended for
the call, and
Bart again, but he
drops.
drops it.
Maybe that's
I think the ball
due to
was
the rain.
thrown either due to the rain or it was thrown as hard as Aiden could throw it.
But you have to see that Aiden has to put some zip on the ball. He doesn't want to throw a wobbly ball, especially in this rain.
And plus, he has to worry about the defense encroaching on him.
So I understand why he threw the ball hard there, but it's going to be a hard catch in these conditions.
That's right.
2nd down and 10 for Davenport. But it was the right call. It was the right call there.
It was.
Now it seems like they're consistently putting 2 wide receivers on the left now. Number 5, number 12, respectively.
Yes.
Or number 16, excuse me. As he does a motion, now Carl's alone there. He shifts to the right, tries to scramble out. There's a flag there, makes a deep pass, and it's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds.
Let's see what the flag is. It's going to be on the Broncos offense, so it's going to be about a 2nd and 15.
I'm sure our Broncos can recover from this.
All right, 2nd down and long. It seems like they lost 10 yards on that one, so it's going to be a 2nd and 20, which makes it a lot harder to convert. But 16 on the motion to the right side. Now there's 4 wide receivers there.
Quick pass.
They go for the
It's
one-on-one. Good catch by Carl.
Indeed.
It seems like they want to solo Carl with his corner a lot. They motion 16 a lot, which puts 4 wide receivers on the right side, which leaves Carl alone with his corner. And they, of course, trust him to make a good play there.
Yes. It just matters if he can bring in the ball. We pick up the 5 yards. We have 3rd and 10 to go. We might throw a deep ball here.
Well, they got that penalty yardage back, but now they lost it down.
Indeed.
Can I just mention one thing? The rain looks so beautiful under the bright lights.
It does. Me being honest, it sure does.
3rd down and 10 here. They need the conversion here. They're probably going to punt if they don't get it.
That is true.
Delayed snap here. Same formation.
Ball is snapped. High snap, though.
He tries to find someone. He couldn't find anybody. He needs to find
goes
the
the
pass.
ball.
It might be intercept.
It seems like the ball touched
It
the
hit
ground.
floor first. It was a good play from
But
Aiden.
it would have
He couldn't
been
get the
it would have
ball
been
off.
first down if he would have caught it.
Aiden was getting rushed there, tried to make the smart move, but he just couldn't convert it. Unfortunately, they kind of dug themselves a hole when they got that penalty.
That is true.
But no matter, although their momentum has slowed down, it has not waned yet. Two players in the back to return. It seems like it's going to be a punt.
Yes.
Hey, but rain, there might be another muff punt.
Might be. That's if Dante kicks it to the right man, which he might. Ball will be...
I assume they're not going to catch it this time.
He touched it, but...
Oh,
he
good
does not
tackle
seem to make the
there.
yardage. He gets right on the 50. Exactly on the 50.
That was a
yard line.
great tackle there.
Yes, it sure was.
He was waiting. As soon as he touched that ball, the tackle was right there.
Indeed.
Doesn't let them return the ball once.
That's right.
So it seems as if it's going to be a first down at nearly midfield.
It does.
Start to create your own legacy by financing your next home purchase with Christy Sampson of Legacy Mutual Mortgage. You can reach out to her via email.
It's going to be a timeout here.
By who?
Not quite sure. It might just be a water break.
Most likely. Indeed. Might be an air water break because of all this rain.
Yeah.
From 4 to 7 p.m. here at Davenport High School, the Sunshine Committee.
But as of right now, it's definitely no concern for the rain. It is not the hardest drizzle.
It is not that bad.
There will be a prize for the best decorated.
And both teams are left on the field. They are definitely going to play through it. We are in Florida.
Yes. And you know what? One thing about Florida is we love this.
First down and 10. They're definitely capable of getting the stop here. It's going to be a deep ball here. Oh, and he boosts his man, and he
He
gets
has the ball!
What a beautiful catch.
Indeed.
Which forces the defense for more red zone defense, unfortunately.
Yes.
Lake Wales with a reception there, going deep to the left side.
The DBs need to cover their man. That's what they have to do.
Absolutely.
They
But it's
indeed
also a
do.
very impressive catch and throw there. He had to put it in the exact spot so where only the receiver can get it, and he did. And the receiver had to stretch his arms out to get the catch.
That's right.
Halfway through the third quarter.
We are halfway through the third quarter. It is still 21-14. But, of course, they are in the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Let's see what they do here.
Let's see.
It's going to be a run from the running back.
But he is taken down.
The run has not worked very well in the red zone for Lake Wales here.
Does not seem that that will be the case.
But nor has the pass, honestly. The red zone defense has been very effective.
They sure have. They've been very effective since the last drive from Lake Wales as well.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 5.
Yes. It's
It's going to be another run play here. They
and
might.
They don't get it.
I think they definitely get the first down, though.
They get the 1st and goal.
19, Asai Williams.
So it's going to be a 1st and goal here.
Shy of the goal line, gets all the way inside the 1.
So they're at the 1 with 4 plays to go. You're going to have to expect a touchdown here.
Indeed.
But if Davenport miraculously holds this off, who knows what could happen.
Who knows?
But, of course, Lake Wales are in prime position to score. It's going to be a QB sneak, and they
And
are...
it seems like they have the touchdown. Touchdown Highlanders.
So he is in, touchdown Highlanders.
It seems like it's going to be a touchdown Highlanders, but the coaches do not agree on the Broncos sideline. But the referee's call is final. It's going to be touchdown Lake Wales Highlanders to make it a two-possession game. 27-14, barring the extra point.
Now they finally get the extra point.
This is a score they needed, and they got it. Unfortunate for the Davenport defense, could not hold off there.
Oh, we almost blocked that one, though, but they made
make
the
it.
extra point.
So it's a full two-possession game, 28-14.
That is right.
Highlanders pick up 7 on that drive. 4:49 to go. Quarter number 3. It's now a 2-touchdown lead.
Two-touchdown lead, but the game is far from over. There's still 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
A lot can happen at this moment.
Here in Davenport High School, you can purchase your spots right on the DHS website. We're selling parking spots for the vendors, 1 for $25 or 2 for $40. See Ms. Madden in the concession stand if you have any further questions.
Of course, the Broncos are back there to receive the ball now on the kickoff.
They sure are.
The rain is still coming down.
But
and it's
our
coming
team is
down harder.
unfazed. We are unfazed by this rain. Anyone else wondering? Welcome to Florida.
Kickoff about to commence for Lake Wales.
Indeed.
Thank you once again for our DHS cheerleaders.
The
Kick is
ball
off.
is off. Not the greatest kickoff there.
We have the ball. They're running.
Oh,
And
good
he's taken
tackle.
down
Good
by
tackle from
number 4.
John Quay Richardson. Pardon if I botched your pronunciation, but that was a beautiful tackle there.
It sure was.
Okay, so the ball is going to be lined up at about the 25-yard line. Same formation as always. Let's see what they do here. Oh, it seems like it was going to be a false start on the right tackle. Everyone saw it at the same time.
Even me.
Unfortunately, he jumped, and it's going to take him 5 yards back.
Yes. Broncos are lined up, ready for the snap.
1st and 15.
Indeed. Ball snapped. It's a pass.
Oh, intercepted! Intercepted! He read it perfectly. Oh my goodness. Messiah Marlowe read it perfectly. He got the interception for his team. And now Lake Wales gets the ball in premium field position.
Indeed.
That was a beautiful interception there. He read Aiden's eyes to a T.
It is. At first, I thought that the referee blew the whistle and made the play dead. But I guess I was tripping.
Clearly, the referee did not call the play dead, and now they're back on defense. Very unfortunate there. You can see Aiden's target there, but so could the defender.
Indeed.
Again, the interception was made by Messiah Marlowe, who's also been playing very well tonight.
He has.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 in the red zone. Let's hope that this game does not get out of hand. And it's going to be a running play.
And he is
Good
taken
tackle
down
there.
at around the 5-yard line, not the 15.
can.
Ball just shy of the 5. It'll be second down and on 4 to go.
It's going to be 2nd and 4. And unfortunately, even if they get a stop here, there's a chance that they can get the 4 yards, so it can be 1st and goal and reset their downs.
That is true.
So it seems like another premium touchdown opportunity for Lake Wales
it is another
as
run
they
play.
run it.
And
And
it
it's going
is
to
a
be a touchdown
touchdown.
here.
But there's a late block right over there.
That was uncalled. It's going to be 34-14 bar the extra point.
They don't throw the flag for that, but still, they still have the touchdown, 34-14.
Very, very unfortunate circumstances here for Davenport for 2 drives in a row. And it's hard to see what they can do to come back into this game.
That is true.
They'll now be down by 3 touchdowns after this.
Block that kick, and they do not block the kick. It is made 35-14, 3:40 left in the third. We are not at the start of the game.
For the Highlanders, 35-14 with 3:40 to play.
The Broncos are down by 3 touchdowns, 21 points to be exact. We'll see what they do here. But they need to start scoring soon. Of course, Davenport is to receive again. We'll see what they do here.
It is now a three. It is now a three.
But it seems as if they need at least one more score before this quarter ends to really still be in this game.
That is true. As
Not a great
short
kickoff.
Kick, ball is picked up by Ortez Barabino.
He has to be careful with the ball here. And he is. It doesn't return the ball very well at all. It's going to be at about the 33 or 23. You're going to expect to see more of the same here out of Davenport. It's been working decently well here.
Indeed. You should also try throwing to some of the other receivers, too. Give them a chance.
Ever since this rain began to fall, the offense has not been able to produce well, but of course that is no excuse. Both teams are playing under the same conditions.
That is true. And both teams are also playing very well under these conditions.
First out and 10.
Motion.
Motion from 16.
He scrambles. He's going to take
Now
it for
he's gonna
himself,
take it
but he
off.
is
Ooh.
thrown down with a fumble.
I
It
believe
seems
that he
to be
was
Lake
down.
Wales' ball, but he might be down by
I believe
contact.
that he was down by contact beforehand. Oh, they're going to call Lake Wales ball.
Lake Wales seems to recover the ball.
Oh. It's going to be Lake Wales ball, and it might begin to get ugly soon if Davenport's offense doesn't begin to step it up. I honestly believe that he was down by contact by that point.
I thought so too, but I'll just say this. Throw the ball away.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, there's no reviews in high school ball.
Unfortunately,
So they're going to give it back.
to the Highlanders.
What a shame here. That is 3 drives in a row now.
Indeed.
And if Davenport doesn't get a stop here, this game might be out of reach.
It is true. Defense is on the field. Snap is given. It is now a
It's
run by
gonna be
number
a run from
19.
19. Good
He's
tackle.
down. Number 19. Isaiah Williams.
Yeah, and the defense, you can tell that they're greedy for a stop here. Want to give their offense a chance.
That is very true.
It's kind of a change here in the sense that we typically play better in the second half.
We did.
But it's clear that that's not been the case. As the run is going,
They get the chains moving for a set of fresh new downs.
it seems like it might be first and goal. It's pushing the goal line. But apparently it is not. It's going to be first and 10 here.
First and 10 for the Highlanders.
Let's get a running play here. They love to run in the red zone. Oh,
They do
beautiful
get the
juke
touchdown.
moves. Oh, my goodness. Made 3 defenders miss left, right, left. It's going to be
Asaya Williams for the carry.
it's going to be another touchdown here. This was a Cy Williams drive.
It seems since the rain has begun, since the start of the third, this seems to have not been going the Broncos' way.
Not at all.
We are now at a
The score is now at a
game.
palindrome, 41-14, by the extra point.
We are now at a 4-score game.
We once thought that we had a chance coming out of the first half.
Bad
as he
one.
fumbles the snap, and
It is
no good.
picked up.
41-14. It is still a 3-score game, but it is very unfortunate the circumstances that I've shown here.
Indeed. If you look at the scoreboard, you can see 14-41. 1-4, 4-1.
Yeah.
We can see a pattern going on here.
Well, in terms of the game, we're not seeing a very good one right now.
It's not a really great pattern, but it's a pattern.
It's a pattern of turnovers, and we have to see that change here.
Yes.
My opinion, this might be the last or second to last chance that Davenport gets. If they don't score here, I find it hard to see the game going the other way.
Indeed.
It's a shame, but you definitely see Davenport show some promise this game.
Plus, we're at least 2 minutes left in the third quarter. We have another whole quarter to go. You never know what could happen in the fourth quarter.
It's very hard, of course. It's hard to say this, but Davenport is to receive again for I believe the third time
At
in
least.
3 minutes. Kickoff again, not great. It's
But
going to bounce up to
Carl
Carl's
Jean Bart
hands.
has it. He has blockers, but they do not help whatsoever.
And it's going to be about the 8-yard line. Terrible, terrible field position. So what was a mediocre kickoff turned into a great one.
Indeed.
So it's going to be first and 10 at about the 8-yard line. Not great field position for a team that's in desperate need for some points.
That's right.
Both teams line up.
Motion.
It's going to be a motion by 17 here, Bryden Eccles.
Indeed. Bryden Eccles. They now have him on the field. On the outside where Carl Jean Bart usually stands.
Well, no, technically Carl Jean Bart always stands where there's 2 receivers.
That is true. Quick
It's gonna
pass.
be a throw.
It's
It's gonna
not
be
complete.
dropped.
Is an incomplete
And
pass
that definitely shows.
to number 2.
That definitely shows what the rain is doing.
It does. Number 2, Sir Wayne Birch, was intended to be getting the ball. But he seemed to have not been able to hold on.
It seems like the Davenport Broncos are beginning to be lost in this scheme, not understanding what they need to do to get to move the chains.
That's right.
But of course, they do not want to give the ball back to Lake Wales in the red zone territory. They cannot let that happen again.
We might have to throw a deep ball for this one.
2nd and 10.
We are now lined up and ready to play.
He runs down the middle. He saw a big
Great
gap
hole.
there.
Great gap, but
And
he
gets
is hit.
a good gain.
Big, not really a big gain, but I would say a great gain. I'm not sure how many yards that was, but I would say at least 8 or 7. Wow, they
Gave him 4.
Wow, they give him 4.
Well, Aiden saw the gap there, wanted to attack it. He needed to move the chains there, but he couldn't do it. So now it's going to be 3rd and medium.
Might have to throw the ball deep for this one. Or scramble once again.
I don't think scrambling is the best option here, but it's kind of hard. The receivers are not catching the ball in this situation.
That is true.
It's going to be 3rd and 6 here. 3 wide receivers on the right side now. And now they're putting the normal formation where Carl and number 16 are on the left side.
True. We are now in doubles. No running back, though.
The clock is running. It's going to be a motion by Carl. They're going to
Carl
hand it
gets
off
the
to
ball.
him. Gets good blocking here.
But he seems to get the first down.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he did just enough to get the first down.
He does.
And he did.
He gets the first down and a little bit more. Great play by Aiden and the Broncos, with Carl, of course. Had the motion go down, take the ball, lateral, and then give it to Carl. Carl runs up the field and gets the first.
Yeah, they're motioning a lot of their players, primarily on the side with doubles.
Indeed. We have 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Lined up on the far right side of the field. We'll see what they do here.
We are now in trips.
It's going to be a motion again.
He gets the ball.
And this time it has minimal gain here as the clock is going to run down for the 3rd quarter. And it does. It is 41-14 Lake Wales heading into the 4th.
Indeed.
Lake Wales have a 3-touchdown advantage in the 2nd half.
It is the 4th quarter, so the Broncos should have their 4s up.
Absolutely, but the Broncos are down by a good amount. It seems to be 28 points.
It does.
It's kind of hard to believe that they're able to put 28 points on the board in 12 minutes, but of course anything is possible.
Anything is possible. It is the 4th quarter. Anything can happen in there.
The whistle is blown, and the 4th quarter has now officially begun.
That is correct.
It's
Broncos.
2nd down and long.
The
2nd down and 10.
Broncos are ready.
It's going to be another motion. They run
Another
the same
play with that.
3 times in a row.
Same play, but he is tripped up and knocked down for no gain and go right back for a 3rd and long.
It's going to be a loss, actually. It seems like the Lake Wales defense is beginning to read that play. They have to run something else here on 3rd and long.
Seems like it only worked for that one time.
Third and 15. They're in the huddle. It seems as if, as the clock is running, if they can't score here or the next drive, it seems like they have to be at cruise control for the rest of the game.
That's right. And we certainly do not want that.
Third and 15. We'll see what they do here. Oh, it's going to be the same play.
Given to Sir Wayne Birch this time. He probably would have probably gotten a yard out of that.
It seems like they're already on cruise control as the clock continues to run here.
And the punt team runs out in the field once more.
Fourth down in a baker's dozen, he says. You know what that means. It's 13.
Yep.
So the punt team is going to come out.
Seems like we might have a timeout.
Yeah, when you see 4 of the same play in a row, it makes you believe that the team essentially isn't giving their best effort anymore.
Seems like they've given up almost.
Or maybe they know something we don't.
Maybe. They might have given up. But I'm sure that's not the case. Because we're the Davenport Broncos. We do not give up. We fight till the very end.
Ball is to be punted away. A decent punt there.
Indeed.
As it goes
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be Lake Wales ball in their own territory.
Yes.
Of course, the Lake Wales Highlanders have a 4-touchdown advantage, which seems to be very insurmountable.
Indeed.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 at about the 37, depending on where they line up the ball. That's exactly where they do. It's 1st and 10. He steps back to throw. Wants the deep ball. Receiver is there.
It is not.
Oh, they're gonna throw a
and
flag
they give
for the
a
pass
pass
interference.
for the defense. He should have looked back for the ball.
He definitely should have. He definitely had a chance to go up for it.
He definitely did.
But he did
Number
not
8
look
was
back.
Isaiah Pierre. Well, never mind. That is not who the DB was.
Yeah, but like I was saying, he could have went back to at least attempt to swat the ball, but he just kept on running the entire way. Unfortunately, draws the PI, moves them 15 yards forward.
That does. Number 0, that would be Ortez Barabino.
Well, they actually called it a holding penalty.
Holding. That's pretty interesting. Gives a 5-yard penalty. Thank goodness that wasn't a 15-yard penalty for a pass interference. Thank goodness.
So it's still 1st down. 3 people on the left.
Another deep pass. Look back for it, please.
Oh, beautiful
But he
pass.
catches
Is it going to
the
be a
ball,
touchdown?
but
Oh,
it was
it's
out of bounds.
It was a beautiful pass there, but again, he put too much English on the right side of it.
Yes. I understand the term this time.
It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
That is right.
Incomplete pass. The clock is not running. So let's see what they do here. It seems like Lake Wales is a little...
Going to run the ball this time. But he is tracked down and stopped around 5 yards in.
Good stop there. It seems like they're going to utilize the run a little bit more when it comes to the winning minutes of this ball game.
That is true.
Tackle to the 25.
Lake Wales is most likely getting their second stringers out here right now.
It's going to be 3rd down and medium here.
Indeed.
Oh, it's going to be a run here to get the first.
Indeed.
And he's still
And
not
some more.
down. And now he is.
And he's taken down, which brings them back into the red zone.
Yeah, he's within the 10 at this point, I believe, which will make it a 1st and goal.
That is true. That is good.
That's exactly what it is. It's 1st and goal for Lake Wales to put the dagger in this game.
Indeed.
And he's going to go run it with the quarterback.
He is sacked here.
It's a great play there from the Broncos defense. It
Indeed.
doesn't allow the quarterback to get the touchdown to basically ice the game.
True. Preach.
Ball placed back at the 11, 2nd goal.
It's going to be 2nd down and goal here.
Ball
It's
snapped.
going to be a passing play.
It's late pass, but he still catches
number
the ball.
10
Slips.
here.
Number 10 falls
And
down.
it's going to be just short. Excuse me.
Pass complete to LeGrand.
That pass was to Gabriel Legrand. They also utilized him a good amount this game.
They sure do.
When they're looking for the short pass or the medium pass, they pass it to him very often. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
It is.
Again, Lake Wales attempting to ice this game. It's going to be a motion here.
By number 80.
He's passing it to the right side. It's bounced
But it's
up.
bounced up, but no one can be there for the interception.
Yeah, the ball nearly bounced between the uprights, but it was no good.
Yes.
So it's going to be a 4th down here. Might bring out the kicking unit, or they might just go for it.
They might just go for it. It will bring up 4th down, but it seems like they will always go for it on 4th down. This team is relentless, and they give it to the run. He is stopped
It
here.
seems like he was stopped just short, and it's going to be Davenport ball at their own 5 with 7 minutes left on the game clock.
That's right. And now it's time to make a comeback, Broncos.
They have the whole field to go here. We'll see what they do. But you don't want to see what happened 2 of the 3 times that they were in their own end zone the first time, which was a fumble and an interception. You definitely do not want to see that again.
Indeed.
Davenport huddled up at their own end zone, trying to come up with a play here. They'll line up in the same formation as they usually do.
True. One in the
We'll
back.
see what they do here. If they're going to do a motion with Carl again.
I think we should at least get the running back some plays in before the game's over. What do you think?
It's going to be another motion, and it's the same play.
And he is taken down.
Man, it makes you really believe that we're in cruise control now. And it seems like it's going to be a
They
safety.
got a safety. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, very upsetting here from Davenport.
Oh, Lord.
Just at the end zone, and now it's 43-14.
It indeed is.
It seems as if they've thrown the white flag now on this game with 7 minutes left to play. They're effectively still down by 4 scores, but it does not matter in this situation. And the return team for Lake Wales is now on the field, as the kickoff team is on the field for Davenport. So what can you say Davenport learned from this game?
What can I say that they can learn from this game? Definitely, it's 4 quarters a game. We did great for the first 2. We had to ball out every quarter.
Absolutely. I believe that we cannot let our foot off the gas by any means necessary. It seems that's exactly what we did. Once we lost momentum, we were never really able to get it back here. But the first half, it definitely showed some promise for us, as it's a bad kickoff here. Of course, they'll draw a flag for the kickoff out of bounds. But like I was saying, in the first half, they showed some promise. The offense could definitely get it going once the offensive line wants to block, and Aiden doesn't feel too rushed in the pocket. And of course, if he doesn't overthrow that ball, then it's money every time. It shows that they don't really need to utilize the running game, as in the first half the passing game was incredibly effective,
It sure
and
was.
the defense was playing well. But of course, they got killed from constant drives that started in their own red zone. You can't really blame them for the points that were scored.
Yeah, you cannot really blame them for that. Whatever happened, happened. It's in the past. All we got to worry about is the future.
Of course, they got to learn and improve from this game.
Nick Wells runs down the field for another touchdown.
And they are not they are not putting the foot off the gas here. They are wanting to score, and they want to make it ugly.
They want to make this a ugly game.
Completely inflating the score by this point.
Highlanders down.
Was there potentially a flag there, or what was going on? Oh, there was a penalty against the Broncos there,
There was.
which I assume would keep the points on the board for Lake Wales.
Yes.
But it doesn't seem like their kicking team is on the field, so I'm not entirely sure about what happened there. But regardless of the situation, it's going to be first down Lake Wales at their own 40, and they're going to run the ball. It gets a good
And
amount of
he's
yards on it,
taken
but
down.
gets tackled. But I believe it's enough for a first down. But like I was saying before the return, I do believe that this is a good tune-up game before the game against Point Siena next Friday.
That is true. We do need to go. We do need to play hard against Point Siena.
Yeah, we need to go out there and we need to get that win.
Having a bit of trouble there?
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, no, you're all good.
No.
We do need to redeem ourselves from last year. That was not fun. .616 left in the fourth quarter. 14-43. Jesus.
First down 10 for Lake Wales. You expect them to run the ball for probably the rest of the game here.
Most likely. Just to run the clock down. It is
it's
another
gonna be a
long
good run.
He stays on his feet and is
Oh, he
not
spins
taken
off
down,
of the defender.
but he's now
And
taken
it's gonna be
down.
a first down here. It's a great run from the running back.
Right down now in the inside the 20 to the 19. Another dozen yards and another first down.
It's another 12 yards there for the running back, and of course, that's gonna translate to a first down.
It sure will.
Want to break time out here halfway through the fourth quarter. And again, another reminder, students, go ahead and start making arrangements for your rides home if you already have not done so. Make sure that immediately after the game, for the final horn, you leave the field. I'd like to thank you for your cooperation with that. Last chance also to get down to the concession stand and grab a food and drink before you leave tonight. And also a reminder about our Trunk Trot and Treat coming up outside of our football stadium on the 20th of October. That'll be from 4 to 7 p.m. Head on down to the Davenport High School website where you can purchase tickets and decorate your car. There will be a prize for first place. You can also purchase a vendor ticket online with DHS.
Lake Wales offense back on the field.
Sure are.
It's gonna be a 1st and 10 here in their own territory.
Indeed.
First down to the 19.
It's gonna be a run
It's the
play from number
run.
19,
Number
trying to bounce
19
on the
has the ball.
outside.
He is taken down at least 5 yards in.
It was a good hit there, but he does get some good yardage out of it. It's gonna be a 2nd and about 5, as the play clock still runs down. That is exactly what happened. They're approaching the red zone at this point. Oh, it's going to be a throwing play here.
It's
They
caught.
want the yards.
First down.
And it's going to be a first down here. It's going to make it 1st and goal.
That sure will.
Now inside the 10-yard line and another first down.
They're trying to put some more points on the board just to make the score look pretty.
First and goal at about the 8 with under 5 to go.
And the running play is exactly what they do here.
That's true. And they get the
They
touchdown.
get the touchdown right there to put the score at 49-14.
Into the end zone for a touchdown. 8-yard
If it wasn't sure already, then it's sure now. The score is definitely out of reach here. The Lake Whales are going to come home with the victory.
It seems so.
that'll give the Highlanders a 35-point lead. And we've got a running clock.
35-point lead. That translates to 5 touchdowns.
Indeed. Seems like if they get the extra point, it'll be 50-14. Devastation.
Very devastating considering what they did
Indeed.
in the first half.
We came back in the second quarter, slightly.
It was hardly a comeback. The game was practically close the entire first half.
Slight comeback.
Kick up and good.
The kick was up and good. I apologize for the delay on the call there. So it's going to be 50-14.
Yep. Kick was good.
And I believe the clock is going to run for probably the rest of the game.
Sure would.
It's a 35-point rule. Well, one good thing about Davenport here is that their schedule will be progressively easier after this game. They got the hard game out of the way. Now you expect them to win 4 of their next 5 here against Poinciana on the 6th, Lake Region on the 13th, Auburndale on the 20th, Gateway on the 27th, and Ridge as their season finale on the 3rd of November.
Indeed.
All very winnable games for Davenport here. They
They
just
are.
have to play with aggression, the same aggression that they played in the first half of this game.
Which one do you think is the most winnable?
Well, I'm not going to call out any names here as the ball is kicked off.
It is.
I don't want to discredit any of these teams that we're going against.
We do want to go against Auburndale from last year. We do want to get a redemption.
I can say that I do believe that Auburndale will be the toughest of the 5 matchups left on the schedule.
Agreed.
Two minutes left in the game.
We are in the final 2 minutes. We should be able to run in the 2-minute drill.
Yeah, and the ball's going to get kicked off again. The last kickoff did not count.
I'm sure Lake Wales is going to take their time.
And I'm sure Davenport is as well. The game will be ending very shortly. Of course, there's going to be a running clock.
Indeed. Ball's kicked off, picked up by us.
And
Running
he
it back,
attempts to
and he
return
is
it and
tackled down
gets
and brought to the sideline.
It seems like they're going to run one more play here, and then the clock will die out on this game.
That is true.
It seems like they'll run one more play. I assume it's going to be a run, and then this game will be over.
.30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
And believe it or not, this is the first time all game that someone is in the backfield with Aiden.
This is the only play,
But then I'm like,
and they do give it to him for a minimal gain.
and it's going to be a tackle here as the clock is winding
15
down
seconds
on this
remaining.
game.
This game seems like it's over.
You
Both
think?
teams are going to the 50. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They won.
And the game is over with the final score of 50-14. Lake Wales over Davenport. Lake Wales is going to improve to 5-0 on the season as Davenport goes down to 2-3. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. I'm Eric Torado.
And I'm Ryan Locker.
And have a good night.